Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Opening Bid, where today we're checking out Schwarzenegger Predator 500% The Huxt Wilbur Gix. How are you, Steph? Are you looking forward to Schwarzenegger Predator 500% The Huxt Wilbur Gix?
Yeah. Let's go. I mean, I don't really know what's going on there.
After listening to 10 minutes of this non-stop fucking 16-bit tune, I think I'm ready to take out rage upon my own person.
So, Tom, just quickly looking at what's going on in these screens.
Yeah.
We are past where we got to
In the film?
in the film.
Yes. Yeah, in fact, this is exactly the point where we left off. Within half an hour of watching the film, we left off where basically it looked like they were checking out a small, guerrilla encampment. And before you know it, you've got half the fucking Viet Cong coming out of the ground. Do you know what I mean? It was unbelievable. Oh, mate, this looks really shit.
Ah!
And why don't you have a gun to start with?
I don't know, I can only punch. There's a grenade down there, though. Let's get the grenade.
Go for it, mate.
Oh! Oh!
I did say something quite controversial to Steph before we just started this, and I'd like to gauge our viewers' opinion. But of all the games we've played that were on the NES, I don't think we've had a good time with any of them particularly. And
Fuck!
don't just die, Steph.
You can't...
Blow up the wall?
Yes, I'm trying.
There you go.
Oh my god.
One fucking square at a time.
Meanwhile, what's this geezer doing though?
I don't know. What is that? Is that a frog?
I thought it was a scorpion.
A scorpion? It is a scorpion, you're right. Yeah, I can see it now.
Oh.
What a load of shit. Oh, quick couple of housekeeping notes. Just to jump off the bat. Nice one, Seth. Well done. That's solid there.
Obviously a death bit. I mean, there must be a way out of there, but I couldn't find it.
So, a couple of quick housekeeping notes. Press the thumbs up button, seeing as you're on the video right now. Press the subscribe button also, because why the hell not? Put 3 comments in the comments section, all 3 from different accounts saying I love Cash Grab, and then move on with your life. It will take you the best part of 2 minutes to do that, and it would be of a great help. Thank you very much.
That guy just killed himself.
Would you rather kill yourself? would you rather kill yourself?
Oh, look, it's like Mario. Look, the red one knows not to go off the edge, whereas the green one walks straight off the edge.
It is like Mario, actually, isn't it? By the way, when you picked up grenades, you know it says item punch. When you picked up grenades, it says item pine.
Pine?
Yeah, can you explain that? Are you serious? That was it?
Maybe it's a type of grenade. Pine grenade.
What, like a pine cone? What is that?
What is that thing? What is that?
I don't know. Is it a rock? Go. Does it hurt you if you...
Yep.
What? Is it Predator? Disguised as a rock?
With some weird things going on with his eyes. Oh, man.
Oh. The scorpions don't care much for... There's another one down there. What is it?
I don't really know.
People hiding in a rock like Viet Cong. Oh. Whoa, he's quick.
He's
fucking hell.
Rapid,
he's tough as well.
No!
Oh, mate. See, the thing is, I was getting to the point of the NES, wasn't I, at the beginning, and then I just fucking sidetracked myself. Me and Steph had a little conversation about the NES, because every game we've played on Cash Grab for the NES has been a severe disappointment, and that's not just saying, it could be better. Like, they were pieces of shit, weren't they?
Oh my god, this is so difficult to control. What is this? Ice?
It can't be ice. You're in the jungle. It looks like... I think it looks like moon rock, personally.
Oh, this game is nails, mate.
Just keep going. It's best not to fight him, innit? It's best to just go. Go on, Steph.
Well, I can't fight him. I can only punch.
Oh! Go on, Steph. Go on. Steady on! Steady on! Either everyone just walked off the stage.
Yeah.
Hey! So, God, I will never get to this point. The video will be over. We'll have done our half an hour before I get to this fucking point. The NES has had some shit games from the ones we've played, at least. I get it's a classic console, but I just don't think it holds up these days. I really don't.
We were discussing this. I think, you know, the SNES still holds up to this day.
Yeah.
But... oh, for fuck's sake.
Beautiful.
But the NES... Oh, my Christ. Why am I in an ice cave? Is that game over? Oh, look, a predator.
Oh, I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing?
He's like looking up to the sky.
With no eyes? His eyes closed? He looks like he's doing like a kawaii. Like, you know.
Fucking.
Predator.
Right, so...
Yeah, so go on, Steph.
So the NES, I just don't feel... I feel like anything before the NES is very much nostalgia based.
Yes.
So like, for example, when they brought out the SNES online for the Switch,
Yes.
I was like, oh cool, now the SNES is out, I actually might play some of those games. I haven't, because the one game I really wanted them to bring out was Super Mario RPG, which they haven't brought out. Oh no, you're kidding me. You're kidding me.
You gotta go get... Look, when you go get the grenades, look at the item when you grab it. Yes! He's only going to respawn though. Look, item. Right. Pine! Talk to me about that. Go on, Steph. That's it.
Got him. Yeah, so like the NES just... I feel like the NES, Atari, all that holds up with people
you're doing it, mate. You're doing it.
People who played it at the time, but
yeah,
I just don't feel they really hold up for like our generation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I know we grew up with
SNES.
SNES.
The SNES Mega Drive was
Mega
what
Drive,
I remember initially.
Yeah, that's kind of what we grew up with, and that's kind of what I remember, and like that's. I think it's just the extra level of detail, and I think the sprites could have...
The jump from NES to SNES is massive.
Yeah.
It's night and day, isn't it?
It has so much more detail. You can put so much more like quality into things.
Absolutely.
That I think it just worked better for the SNES than it ever did for the NES.
See, the thing is, right? Like,
why did it just fucking fly off?
You can say what and feel free in the comments to totally disagree with us and say you're a bunch of bigoted fucking arsewipes and you're wrong, and we'll take you on your merit and say you didn't give a good discussion, you had no reason or point, you are wrong. Unsubscribe, please. Please
No,
don't.
keep
Please
that
don't,
please
because
keep that
they will be down to
subscription
like 20, and they will be really sad. But so basically, a lot of the demographic of YouTube is younger. Like I see things in the I have started to feel older more recently from looking at YouTube comments. 100%, because I'll watch like a review of a game, or I'll watch a bit of gameplay on something that's intriguing me for whatever reason on that particular day. You know, like any of us would. And you'll see in the comments people saying things like, God, I remember sinking so much time into, like, Halo 2 as my first game. And I was like, fucking hell. I remember when Halo 2 came out, and it was... Do you know what I mean? Like, we'd had fucking...
Oh, we'd had loads of stuff before that, yeah.
A ridiculous amount of shit before that. Like, Halo 2 was, like... a bit into the Xbox's life cycle. Do you know what I mean? Like, we had fucking 2 whole generations before that. You had a Mega Drive and and the N64?
Yes, I had an N64, yep.
Yeah, so you had a Mega Drive and an N64 before the Xbox even existed. And, you know, we're by far from the oldest generation of gamers. So I think we're hardly taking it in on the merit that, you know, all we've played is more modern games, therefore we don't appreciate it. But, my God, I just don't think this is the furthest we've got. Is that meant to be Predator?
No.
What is... Is that a
Some kind of
lawnmower?
seaweed. Oh, what the other ghosts?
What's this got to do with Predator?
What
Is that
the fuck?
that's a, what are they called again? Seahorses?
Yeah, it looks like a sea. Oh, for fuck.
Laser!
Why can you just run straight through the edge? Like, it doesn't make sense. Surely that's a wall in front of me, but it's not.
Mate, I hate to say it, but my gut tells me it's really fucking
Shit.
poor level design, yeah.
Oh.
Mate, who was this made by? Do we know that yet? It's
I
not
haven't-
TJN, is it?
I haven't looked it up yet.
Because I've got
No, you
fucking
fucking thing.
same place. You have to get that laser. You have to get it.
Mate, this is...
This is a nail biter, this episode, isn't it? I bet our viewers are on the edge of their seat. Will he, won't he?
Ghost.
What's gonna happen?
Ghost, I'm doing it. Seahorse.
Go on, mate. What is that thing you picked?
Oh, you little fuck! You just knocked me through the hole. Oh, we got dancing predator back. There's no like information. Oh, fuck me. Did we ever finish our point? No.
What point?
Just
We've forgotten about it.
yeah, this NES just doesn't really hold up in my opinion.
No, I just don't think it does. It has its place in gaming's mantle, no doubt. But I think kind of SNES onwards is where gaming really came into the forefront, and you can still see today some of the elements like the SNES had on gaming. Whilst
Not
I think
fair. They show me a picture of.
what is that in the top left? Go on, hang on, back. Look. Fucking hell! I cannot believe it. I genuinely can't believe.
Oh!
I genuinely can't believe.
How did
it.
we know? I never spotted that, mate. I'll never have spotted that.
I genuinely can't believe it. We were playing on hard mode this whole time.
To be fair, I think I was doing pretty well in this level now. I think I've got the knack to it.
Mate, you're a fucking pro NES Predator player now. Do you remember that guy who was like, who had like dedicated his whole YouTube channel to the mask on SNES?
Mate, there's someone.
That sad little man.
There is someone on YouTube who has managed to do a no damage run of no death run of this.
Of this.
Yeah.
Now, I have two questions which come to my mind here. Number one, is he married? Number two, is he married? I have a third question.
I mean, the thing is, like, I understand like going back and playing games you might have played as your childhood and all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah, we
I
all
couldn't
do.
imagine sinking enough time into like this kind of game. Like, I loved Little Big Planet.
You lost
No,
your
Little Big
machine gun.
Adventure. So I keep.
Can you change your item? The R
Well, the
buttons?
SNES only has like 3 buttons,
Fuck.
so you lose your
machine gun.
use your gun after every level.
Was he throw it in a bin or something? Like,
Yeah, he just
what would be the
fucking
point?
chucks it.
That's silly,
Maybe
isn't
the
it?
clip only lasts for as long as the level lasts, and he's like, right, well, I have
It's
ammo.
cool.
Might
Perfect.
as well chuck away the whole thing.
What are those rocks? What the fuck are they?
Oh,
How can you get a no damage run on this?
No,
See-
no death run.
Oh right, I mean that seems impossible.
Still
as well.
impossible in my
Yeah.
opinion. I didn't watch the video, but
I mean, seeing as we're all definitely in the double digits already, then it seems pretty difficult.
this
but-
is my first time playing it. But yeah, so
I
I
think you've
loved
done
Little
very
Big
well.
Adventure when I was a kid.
Yes.
Now, I recently went back and played that game, me and my brother, just for some fun. You fuck! Oh my god.
Confidence in the jump as well.
Um,
Oh, steady on. Go
Yeah,
on.
I enjoyed it. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't get to the point where I'm like, right, I'm gonna fucking smash this thing out now.
I'm gonna batter this game now.
No damage, Little Big Adventure run.
No weapons, Little Big Adventure run.
Well, it doesn't really have any weapons. It's only got like a magic ball and a dart.
A no dart Little Big Adventure run then. But yeah, so for example, with games like this, and you said it about being like games from your childhood, I could say a good example compared to this, I would say, was that you whistling?
Yeah, I was whistling the jumps.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Would-
no!
No! Mate, you're really
Oh.
you're really not happy about this, are you?
Why is platforming so slippery on the NES? Why did Mario just nail it and nothing else nailed it? Why can I walk on a scorpion?
Scorpions.
All these questions I need answers.
I never knew you could walk on the scorpion. this is so bad. So
This has nothing to do with Predator.
It's literally nothing. So the example I could give of a game like this, where I could say I'm revisiting my childhood, I'm gonna 100% a run, no deaths, would be Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the SNES.
You having
or is
a
it
laugh?
Super Ghouls and Goblins? Whatever this.
Oh.
But anyway, this.
No! I'm gonna get to the ice cavern, and then I'm not gonna survive the first fucking wave of enemies. And why didn't you run off the end we did last time? I don't understand.
This is adaptive AI.
At its best.
Is
At
that
its pinnacle. Yeah, fuck
In
you, Last
fairness-
of Us. You think you've got good AI?
I was. It's so funny you mentioned The Last of Us. I watched a early review of The Last of Us 2 just before coming here. And the guy was talking about the AI, and he was saying that although the AI is good in places, it still has a huge problem that where it's similar to, I don't remember what game he compared it to. It's one of the Ubisoft games, like one of the Ghost Recon fucking games or something. What happens?
Where
to
did he
that
go?
fella?
Where did he come from? What did he
No
do?
idea. You've got to
Where
get the
did he come
lasers.
from? Where
You've
did he
got
go?
one fucking life.
Oh, fuck it. I fucked it straight off the bat.
Imagine that would have been fucking awful, mate. So he was talking about it, and he was saying it's still got that. It's got an awful problem which should have been sorted like this generation for sure. Which is where, in fairness, like Arkham, the Arkham games did a great job of counteracting this. You kill an enemy, and one of his mates walks over. Yeah, you've done it. You're the furthest you've ever been.
No!
Laser. Oh, it's just like the machine gun. Bacteria?
Why am I being attacked by bacteria in an ice cave? What is this?
Oh, God, mate. This is the first we ever got.
No! I got so far. I got so far. I was so close.
Oh!
It was in my
fucking hell.
hands. I could feel it. I was
Fuck.
just about to fight the predator with my laser gun.
Oh, fucking hell. So The Last of Us 2, yeah? So you shoot someone, he's dead on the floor, and his mate, who was looking at you the whole time, is like, what's going on over there? And then he walks over and he sees his dead friend and he's like, and then strolls off and just does his round.
Really, I heard the opposite. I heard that, you know, like let's say like Metal Gear, like Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes.
They, you know, you take someone out, they find the body, and then everyone goes into alert, and you have to wait a long fucking time. But eventually, they give up with the alert, and they just like, oh well, Timmy's dead. Like we didn't find whoever killed Timmy. We'll leave it.
The Afghan soldier, Timmy.
Yeah. And yeah, so I heard that Last of Us 2, like once someone's been killed and they spot the body, they don't stop looking for the murderer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what I heard. So
How funny. This guy's either had some certain scenario which hasn't played out right, and he's taking it as gospel, or he's, I don't know. There's definitely confusion there, isn't there? Because they're two very clearly
Polar
different
opposite,
things. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I quite got onto this, but yeah, the Arkham games fucking nailed that, I thought. Like, you take out, like, you know, one or two of the bad guys, and then they start shooting at the vents, or, like, getting rid of, you know, stuff on the ceiling.
gargoyles, yeah.
Yeah, like, you had to adapt. Like, that was great.
What game was it? Oh, it was Metal Gear Solid 5 again. The fucking such a great game, but if you were more stealthy, no. Why is it always this? I fucking done such a good run on that. Did you see how good that was? And
It
then
was-
fucking I get to
it
that
was
one
fucking
bit at the
perfect.
end, and I just can't fucking manage
Can you
it.
ride the Scorpion?
Not the red ones.
What?
I don't think you can ride the red ones. I think you can only ride the green ones.
Really? What, those ones?
Yeah, I think so. Look, see. And the whatever the fucking little rock thing is.
Is it an owl?
Is it an owl? I don't know what it is,
I don't
mate.
know what it's trying to be.
I don't know what the... Oh, let's see. Scorpion killed itself. Metal Gear Solid 5. When you... Depending on how you play, they counteract your skill. So, like...
Yes.
So if you're stealthy, they then, like, start employing...
like heat vision
and stuff like that. And, like, lights and stuff. If you normally attack at night time, they start getting lights. If you go for headshots, they start wearing helmets.
Yes.
And then you have to go and take out their, like, deposit of helmets to then get the game back to where it was originally.
Yes.
Fuck me.
That was a really good one, that.
What's this little red bar on the top left?
Yeah, I was looking at that. And it's always
Look,
always
can I
kind
ride?
of 2/3
Yeah,
full.
so you can't ride the red one. You can only
Right.
ride the green scorpions. Yeah, I thought that was a really good way of doing it, like the way that they've done that. To be fair,
yeah, absolutely.
I could talk about Metal Gear Solid 5 forever. I fucking loved that game, but even though it was full of problems, its problems were mainly just shitty storyline.
I'm still yet to kind of play it still after all this time.
I can't recommend it enough. Oh,
I will get round to it. I will 100% get round to it. I've just... The thing is, I don't... I'll be honest, I don't have the time for Metal Gear Solid story anymore.
well, the thing is, the story in this one is
I-
just fucking like. I know the story in Metal Gear is known to be mental.
Can you skip it? Because I would happily... I know it sounds awful, and I'm sure a lot of Metal Gear purists are going, no, it's not how it's meant to be played right now. But can I just skip through the cutscenes and the story and just play?
Ooh. Just play.
Yeah, just pick up D-Dog and Quiet and D-Horse and just go out and have a blast in Afghanistan.
I don't see why not. I can't remember if you can skip or not, but
Because I'd really like that. I'm enjoying more games with less story these days, to be honest. I don't think I've read enough stories. I've played enough games with big story. I'm a bit storied out.
fuck! Grab the laser, you fucking fell piece. Oh, again, the same spot, and that was my last life. This is painful, mate.
This is really funny.
Do you want to go?
I don't know. I really don't actually. But thanks, like, for the attempt.
Yeah, I tried to pass off the pad.
Oh yeah, I would like. I'm a bit storied out. I'm still reading through the Game of Thrones books because I had to take a break from them when I was on the 5th one. So I've just got back into reading them and I've just finished the 5th one. But then, like, I've also recently, I'll pick it up again in the podcast, I have started playing a new game.
Oh.
Vampire.
Oh, Vampire, whatever it was.
Vampire, yes.
Yeah.
And my God, that is an like overlooked gem.
An unoverlooked gem or an overlooked gem?
Yep. One of those. I think it's very... I don't want to say it was underlooked because I think it got quite a bit of attention for advertisement.
It did when it first came out, yes.
Yeah, but then I think it quickly got overlooked. I think a lot more... There was a, like, you know...
That run, beautiful.
That was really good, actually. I think, you know, a lot of other things started coming out at a quite similar time, and so, you know, other things took precedence, and also I think it had a bit of a dodgy launch. So those two things kind of equaled its death in the first kind of like 3 months. But my God, mate, it is genuinely wonderful. It's a charming, charming game. It really is. And it's not particularly story heavy, but it's quite dialogue heavy. But I've obviously just been playing Battlefront 2 and I haven't played any of the campaign. I've literally just been shooting at things for, you know, fucking days on end. So I'm more than happy to have a little bit of story.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So that owl, it's that
owl
fucking
fucks me up
owl.
every time.
Oh,
Kill yourself.
Yeah. So like, you know, but with all like, I don't even remember how I got onto the whole story thing. What was it? Oh. Are you gonna call it?
No, I've got 4 minutes left for a half hour.
Alright, 4 minutes. So I've got 4 minutes to try and figure out where I'm going with this fucking talk.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know how I got onto it.
You prefer playing games with less story at the moment?
These days, yeah, because I, like, back in the day, going back to kind of like our good old days of gaming, like PS1, PS2 era, that sort of thing, coming into the PS3.
My perfect example would be Final Fantasy 12. You put
Yeah,
so much time
mate.
into that. I tried to play it recently. How did I do so well on that? I'm just going to kill myself and try again. Right. I tried to play it again recently, and I
Predator.
I just couldn't get into it.
And I don't think I could anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think I could. I think I played it at the right time in my life to appreciate it the best I could. But I just can't anymore. You know? I just can't. So the way I'm seeing it is that these dialogue heavy, story driven, massive, like I really tried Inquisition again not long ago, and I actually found it too much.
Yeah, I'm finding that as well. I'm finding when a game just has too much shit going on, I just can't be bothered with it.
Yeah,
anymore.
it's like I think I'm struggling these days with the BioWare thing, where you go on a mission, a load of events happen, which are both action based and dialogue based, and then you have to come back to your ship and you have to talk to all of your team about the events that have just happened.
Yeah, that's what I found a bit annoying about Mass Effect, actually, is that fucking what? Why can't I?
You have to grab your pine cones, Steph. Does it get rid of your machine gun? You can't change it. So that's it, you're stuck on pine cones now.
I hope no one has epilepsy watching this.
Don't worry, mate. They're foaming away right
dead,
now,
yeah.
so don't worry about
I feel so bad.
Sorry, I'm really sorry to anyone that does suffer with, or to anyone that does know anyone that suffers with epilepsy, because it's a fucking terrible, terrible, terrible syndrome.
Yeah, I do feel awful
But-
for people there.
But yeah, sorry. But yeah, so like that whole BioWare thing, like I don't have it in me anymore.
Oh, blow yourself up, Arnie. I was not expecting that.
It's fucking Mega Man.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, so I don't have it in me anymore. So like vampire, it's the right amount, because there isn't a huge amount, and you're not forced to talk to anyone. So you can talk to people to uncover hints and secrets about the areas of London and secrets about the people.
Oh, is it set in London, is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
around like East End, like Whitechapel, that sort of area. It's funnily enough, it's set during the 1918 Spanish flu after the First World War. So you come back and all they're talking about is quarantine.
Topical.
Yes. So so it's quite an apt game to be playing right now. But basically, yeah, so you find out this information, hints about the people, but the more information you have about these people, which is totally optional, you don't have to do any of it. You find out information about their health, and therefore if you find out they're healthy and good pillars of the community, if you do decide to eat them, it obviously has huge ramifications for the area, but calm. But if you do have all that information about them and you know they have good blood quality,
Why does he kill
you
himself
get
now?
massive experience boosts from eating them. So you're constantly faced with this total optional dilemma of, do you let them live and allow the community to prosper and
Which
be
makes
weak?
sense, because vampires must suffer with that.
Yes, but you will then be weak, or do you eat as many fucking people as possible, decimate communities, which has larger impacts on the world, but you are just all fucking powerful because you're just draining blood everywhere you go. It's a good system, but it's optional. That's where Mass Effects and stuff like that, I feel they missed the boat, because you're like, if it, you know, do you know what I mean? If you're kind of forced to do so much dialogue, and it's too much these days. It's too fucking much for me, Steph. I can't take it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the most that I want to do is like a God of War.
Yes.
That kind of level of storyline and gameplay mix.
Mm.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is a good example where there is a lot of dialogue, but it's... Oh, that's it, me done. Yeah, it's got a decent amount of dialogue that's not too much,
Yeah.
but I really enjoy it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes just like when you see a game's got You know, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'd probably be up for it, but then you realise it's bigger than Odyssey, and I couldn't even complete Odyssey.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any point in me getting it.
I'm gonna wait and see what that's like when it's out.
Yeah.
And then
I think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna make my mind up.
Yeah. Right, should we call it?
Let's call it. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Opening Bid with Schwarzenegger Predator 500% the Huxed Big X. It's been real. Yep.
Yeah. And we'll leave it on that. Be sure to tune into the podcast episode if you haven't already.
Yeah, please do. So this will be following the podcast episode. So please just check our latest videos. It will be the one underneath this. So thank you once again. Do give a like, do subscribe, do comment, do share, and do talk all things cash grab. We appreciate it very much, and we will catch you next time. See you later.
See you later.